I heard of Kibaki first. Kibaki is a much older person, was a much older person than me. I heard of him when I was a student, a high school student at Alliance High School. And that time Kibaki was the Minister for Finance. And we are talking about the late 1970s, when Kenyan economy was doing very well. So Kibaki was known everywhere as that very brilliant Minister for Finance who was behind the economic boom of Kenya in 1970s, especially the last decade of Mzee Kenyatta's rule. So as students, we used to hear about him, we used to see him on TV, and also read about him. So we really admired him as high school students. However, I not get to know him until I became a member of parliament. And during the 1990s, when I joined politics, I was not with him. I was with Jaramogi Oginga Odinga in Fort Kenya. Those days were a bit more radical, and we found Kibaki conservative, especially the fact that he was the vice president, he was in Kanu, and we were in opposition. We kind of dismissed them as conservatives. And even when he formed DP, we did not join DP because we thought DP would be Kanu B. It will not bring in radical changes in this country. So it's not until after Jaramogi died that I came to work with Kibaki, and I came to understand him. That time I was in Fort Kenya, and after we lost the 1992 elections to Kanu, Fort Kenya and the DP came together to form opposition alliance, and that's how Wamaro Kijana, Mwai Kibaki, Charity Ngiru, Martin Shkuku started working together, and we were Spana boys during those alliances. So it is then I came to meet Kibaki personally. He's a very calm leader, very friendly. So we got on, we struck together, and that is how, when the next elections came in 1997, I enjoyed his party, the Democratic Party of Kenya, and he put me at the center of that party. So I was made the Shadow Attorney General, is a Shadow Minister for Legal Affairs, and I was also put in the strategic planning team for the Democratic Party. And in that capacity, we were able to interact very frequently with President Mwai Kibaki. We started coming to Meru with him, largely because he had gone to, he was ahead of school in Makerere with David Mwiraria, and they were in Democratic Party of Kenya. So he used to visit Meru very frequently because of that, and I became part of that team. So for many years, before Kibaki became president, we used to travel around the villages here in Meru with him. We had very bad roads. We shared the dust together, and we did a lot of opposition politics, with the Kibaki here. We supported him in 1997 when he failed to become president, and we worked together for many months to try to get a single candidate for president, because we discovered so long as there were multiple candidates against Mwai, we would never win. And I was part of the team which negotiated between Kibaki, Ngiru, and Wamalo to make Kibaki our presidential candidate. And before Saitoti, Raila, and Kalonzo defected from Kanu to come and join us. to form the NRC in 2002, which eventually defeated Kanu. So we walked the opposition journey together. We suffered a lot of frustrations together, a lot of tear gas rubbed on us. You remember even when tear gas was rubbed in All Saints Cathedral, and the day Timothy Njoya was almost crowbarred to death by the presidential guard, we were with Kibaki in the cathedral, that day. And even when we were campaigning for constitutional reform in 1997, remember Kibwana NCEC, Uhuru Park, again we were with Kibaki and Wamaro, when a lot of tear gas was rubbed at us at Uhuru Park. So I can say we walked the journey with Kibaki, even through the street protests. But he also engaged a lot, especially because he was interested in coffee and tea. When we had Kotepa, the Coffee and Tea Parliamentary Association, Kibaki supported us a lot to fight for tea and the coffee reforms within the floor of Parliament. So we did that journey together. We also played a key role during this election in 2002, and so it was only natural that we worked together after we won the election in 2002. But throughout, Kibaki remained calm, and in my own belief, even if it was announced that he had lost the elections, Kibaki would have said he's out. He was not a man who seemed to be hungry for power. Whereas others were fretting, while others were a bit jittery, Kibaki was very sober, he was very calm. It was as if nothing was happening.